Okay, then we will move to item B under reports, which is the third Friday enrollment count, the final results that we have.
We had our third Friday count on the third Friday.
Good.
And, you know, overall, as we look at the numbers here, we're looking at a decrease of about 82 students overall in the Toma School District, and that's primarily due to probably Fort McCoy and the changes that are going on in Fort McCoy. When we initially, and this kind of ties into the budget that we'll talk about a little bit, we had estimated stable enrollments for this year, and as you can see, 82 is a considerable number to lose. At $9,000, you know, that equates pretty quickly to about $700,000 to $750,000 that we will have to find funds for this year, or not this year, but over the course of the next 3 to 5 years, because it's on a 3-year average enrollment. So as we look at what was originally estimated in the number of students to what actually showed up, we lost approximately $236,000 on the revenue limit this year from those loss of students, and we'll talk about that as we get farther into it. But you have a breakdown of the third Friday count in September 2011 versus September 10th, and you can take a look at that and you can see where the numbers are. But I think overall the biggest drop was, I believe, at the high school, if I look at that right, of about 52 students. The other item that you can take a look at then talks about FTEs, full-time equivalencies, and when we're talking about the revenue limit, we're talking about full-time equivalencies, not actual bodies in the school. And there's a difference because our 4K kids only worth 0.6 of a full-time equivalency. And as we take a look at that, you will actually see a decrease from, when we look at the revenue limit sheet there, of 30,064, 3,064 versus the 3,138, I believe we had estimated at the annual meeting. So we're seeing that decrease. I guess the good thing is with the addition of 4K, we still did not fall into a declining enrollment because our enrollment is increasing, but I would expect even if things stable off over the next 3 to 5 years, which I kind of expect that they do. You know, we've always been a slight to moderate growth school district, and we know the change that is taking place at Fort McCoy, that those units are leaving, and we will not be bringing as many students in that are departing, and also the addition of the housing project on Fort McCoy. So you know, there's probably a little bit of a limbo here, because we certainly have quite a few empty buildings that are going to be sitting over in the old 801 housing projects that are going to get filled sooner or later. So it just depends on if that's sooner or later. So although we're seeing a decrease in students here, and we'll have to deal with that financially, we were okay this year, but you know, that's going to compound our issues to a certain degree over the next, again, 3 to 5 years.
And again, this remains very static. It's changing. I know I spoke with Mary Storbeck today, and she said in the last 2 weeks she has enrolled 20 students. So,
does this seem kind of late in the year for that? Is that?
Well, it seems like we seem to have more and more every year.
Well, you always have, you know, at the start of school, the kids coming in, and then after things settle down for about 3 weeks, then you have the other changes that come in, and I think for the most part those are more transient type of students that are moving from district to district, I think. So.
Thank you.